I'm ready. What up? Let's get to it. So Donald Trump is trying to legalize weed, allegedly, or trying to make the consequences for being caught with weed, selling weed, et cetera, less heavy, correct? Right. He's trying to take it out of a certain category and make it a lesser sentence, a lesser drug, which it is. It's definitely not on the same level as your heroins, your dope, your cocaines, even your alcohols, et cetera, huh? If we're being real, you know. Now, some say Trump is full of shit. He's just doing this to be petty. Well, isn't that the world, the realm we live in, especially the ones in power, huh? Isn't that a politician's job to be shisty, to be petty? Isn't that how they get above, they get ahead? In the world in general, for the most part, correct? Does anyone really respect honesty, working hard, pushing it straight forward, huh? Not stopping, not folding. Oh, put all your efforts in and give all your efforts. Come on, man. We know the scoop. We know the 411. So Trump is doing this for a little publicity stunt, huh? Or to go against the Democrats or make them mad. Well, could you blame the man? Could you blame him at all for real? Part of the game, part of the process, huh? Politics, politicians, plenty of them, you know, especially the one who takes that chair, that wicked chair at that, huh? Believe that. We'll get into that later, though. But weed is definitely not on the same level as some of these heavier drugs, dog. Weed actually has benefits, necessary benefits, and help people, huh? Some people use weed oil, CBD, to heal themselves from muscle aches, injuries, sleep, insomnia, etc., huh? Real beneficial actual facts that weed has benefits to it, used correctly, etc. Now, too much of anything is detrimental. Facts. No shit, Sherlock. But at the end of the day, I think Trump is doing the right thing, man. Hell yeah. You got people doing what, 10 years for weed? I'm going to get into the article and some videos in a minute. 10 years for a few grams of weed, though? You know what I mean? They're attacking people, locking people up, trying to lock them up for a massive amount of years for weed, huh? Where you can find it on every corner. It is in the dispensaries now. Another money play, another money grab, huh? Money move, period. Power, power trip, ego, huh? Ego, and slavery. Bottom line, homie. But how in the hell can you justify someone going to jail for even a year plus for getting found with weed, huh? Period, homie. Now we know big capital drug bust and certain situations like that. All right, bet boom. If you're doing wrong, you're doing the crime, you're doing the time, huh? But yeah, the ones who are supposed to be protecting and righteous are doing the crime too, huh? In certain situations, right? Difference is they get protected, huh? Nobody says nothing, huh? Heavy dog. Certain ones, it's a pick and choose world, right? Yeah, hell to the yeah, man. So don't be surprised at Trump for playing the game. At the end of the day, and Weagle should be legalized in all 152 states. If you ask me, period. It can bring you a profit. It can bring you a profit, huh? It can get criminals off the streets, so-called illegal drugs off the streets, huh? So what's the 411? What's the real problem scoop here? It can really be dealt with quickly and swiftly. Boom. So are the Democrats mad that Trump may fuck up some things for them? Disrupt what's going on and what they had going on, period, dog. Yeah. Why are they really mad at Trump for this move, possible move? Gotta ask all the questions, huh? Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Get into the article first, then some video play later. But Trump is gonna do what Trump is gonna do, right? Hands down, man down. If you know Trump by now, you know that. Huh? Let's just see what Trump has to say, though. Yeah. Give me 1 second, man. Give me 1 second. You heard me. Let me pause this real quick. I'll check out this article first, though, huh? Oh, yeah. Let's get into it. Bring the video back in a minute. What's going on here? Pause, homie. Here we go. President Donald Trump is considering changing the way marijuana is classified federally, with the decision likely to come in the next several weeks. The U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration classifies drugs, substances, and certain chemicals used to manufacture drugs into 5 different categories, referred to as schedules. Schedule 1 drugs are defined as having no currently accepted medical use and a high potential for abuse. And marijuana is definitely used for medical reasons. That's why you have medicinal marijuana patients, huh? Et cetera, et cetera. The list goes on. So we know what's going down for real. The inclusion of marijuana among Schedule 1 drugs has long been a source of debate among Americans, particularly as many states continue to legalize cannabis for medical use. Here's what we know about Trump's recent statements, North Carolina's current cannabis law, and more. So is North Carolina about to legalize the weed, the marijuana? You know what I'm saying? The ganja boy, the good smoke, Mary Jane there. You hear me? They might as well. It may be legal. It might as well be legalized worldwide, huh? Correct. Let's get it. Is Trump legalizing marijuana? No. Trump is not considering the legalization of marijuana on a federal level. Rather, the president told reporters at the White House briefing room on August 11th that he is considering reclassifying the drug. So, reclassifying, making it a lesser charge if you're caught with it, putting it in a different category. A lesser drug, which it is. I mean, pharmaceuticals kill people more than weed, definitely, dog, huh? Alcohol kills people more than weed, definitely, dog, huh? You hear me, dog? You know? Bottom line. And let's be real. If majority of the world hit a little weed, huh? Maybe a little more peace. Now, I'm not saying it solves all, and it's not for everybody round yonder. Know thyself, right? Know thyself. You hear me, dog? But I understand a drug is a drug. But let's try the reclassification first. That makes sense. You got to shout out Trump for doing that. Because ain't no way in hell you got people running around here, walking around here, free of rape, murder, free doing less than 5 years, and somebody who get a weed crime, a weed charge, doing 10, 6, 4. Are you kidding me, baby? Are you kidding me? Sex trafficking is at an all-time high. Child trafficking is at an all-time high. You hear me, dog? It's corruption in the world, extortion, fuckery, and no legitimacy, huh? Come on, bro. Let's be real. What really matters? What really matters? USA Today reported that, based on Trump's decision, marijuana could be reclassified as a Schedule 3 drug. While this would not legalize marijuana, it will place it in the same category as Tylenol with codeine, ketamine, or testosterone. And we know what codeine is. Come on, bro. Is weed legal in North Carolina? Marijuana is not legal in NC. It is decriminalized, however, meaning possession of small amounts intended for personal use rather than illegal sales will generally mean punishments or civil or local infractions rather than state crimes. That makes sense. Got to shout out NC on that one. I think they're realizing that, man, boom. It's bigger crime, bigger fish to fry than somebody smoking a little weed somewhere here or there. Industrial hemp, marijuana with no THC, is legal in NC. Additionally, a popular loophole in hemp legislation has made it possible to get legally stoned. Let's get stoned, baby. Let's get it on. Yeah. You hear me, though? It is illegal to grow cannabis plants with more than 0.3% concentrate of Delta 9 THC. Delta 8 THC, however, is not mentioned in the legislation. Delta 8 1 is one of over 100 cannabinoids produced by cannabis plants. And while it's usually not found in high amounts, many NC hemp businesses have begun extracting the compound from plants or converting other compounds like CBD into Delta 8. Even if you've seen weed sold at gas stations, tobacco stores, or anywhere else, it's likely psychoactive, Delta 8, or similar compound. And I don't trust none of that shit around yonder. All that store bought shit, man made, manufactured. What the hell are you smoking? What the hell are you smoking, baby? You must ask the big question, huh? Heavy. Babylon, stay aware. Heavy. It's worth mentioning that while Delta 8 causes a high, the FDA has not evaluated or approved it as safe for consumption, meaning that Delta 8 products are not regulated by the FDA and could therefore be harmful to your health. Just like everything, right? Ain't food harmful to your health depending on what you're eating, how it's grown, etc., huh? Everything's tainted, baby. Everything. You hear me? Is marijuana legal in Cherokee, NC? Hell no. The Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians voted in 2021 to legalize the sale of medical marijuana within its tribal territory known as the Quayla Boundary. It then voted to expand the sales of cannabis for recreational use. Though located within the boundaries of NC, Cherokee is a sovereign nation that has its own elections, laws, government, and institutions that are self-governed and autonomous. Well, damn, sound like moving to Cherokee might be the place to be. Damn, dog. Are they even accounted for? So they pretty much get to make their own laws, do what the hell they want to do. I bet they got some good medicinal smoke round yonder. You hear me, dog? For real. The Great Smoky Cannabis Company, which opened April 20th, 2024, is the EBCI's first dispensary. It allows visitors of 21 and older to purchase recreational cannabis products, though it remains illegal to transport these products outside of the Quayla boundary. I need to visit the Quayla boundary, baby. I'm coming there, baby. Let's get it. What states have legalized recreational marijuana in 2025? According to U.S. News and World Report, here are the 24 states to legalize marijuana: Washington, Alaska, Oregon, California, Montana, Colorado, damn, Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico, Minnesota, Missouri, Illinois, Michigan, Ohio, Virginia, Maryland, Maine, Delaware, New Jersey, New York, Vermont, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut. And you see to the side, it tells you what the exact year they became legal. They legalized it in their state, etc., etc. Boom. And that's what it is, man. So that's 24. Matter of fact, that's kind of a lot when you think about it. I thought it would be less than that, huh? You hear me, though? I really thought it would be less than that, didn't you? So 24 states where it's legal. Now Trump's trying to not legalize it, but just change the laws on it. That makes sense. Let's see what Trump got to say. Matter of fact, let's get a year.
Just about everything else. And we'll make a determination over the next, I would say, over the next few weeks. And that determination hopefully will be the right one. We're looking at reclassification, and we'll make a determination over the next, I would say, over the next few weeks. And that determination hopefully will be the right one. It's a very complicated subject, the subject of marijuana. I've heard great things having to do with medical, and I've had bad things having to do with just about everything else.
So there you see it is definitely real, not a game, not a cop, not a gimmick. He is trying to not reclassify it, which it should be reclassified, dog. Come on, dog. How the hell somebody getting charged with weed getting the same amount of years somebody charged selling big dope, big products, that raw, you know what I'm saying? That white, huh? etc., homie. You hear me? Or moving big amounts of pills. It's a difference. It's a difference, baby. Period. You know? I know a lot of people, certain people still put bad connotations on weed, marijuana, but at the end of the day, yes, it's different now. Maybe more touch influence now, dog. Even though they still have some natural herbs, dog, from the earth for real, not touched by man, etc., etc. You hear me? But it's still weed, marijuana, maybe more elevated levels of THC. But guess what? That's the adaptation sometimes, baby. But it still has benefits, especially when it's not abused and used correctly in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Here, bro, straight up. That's enough for that one. Kind of a boring video. Let's get back to it. I'm finna check out some other Trump clips as well. But yeah, dog. At least change that, man. You ain't gonna legalize it. Well, bet, dog. You know, do something with it, bro. Because the rest of this shit is piss poor. You know what I'm saying? See what Trump got to say here.
So the idea is that Chicago, LA, San Francisco, do you expect more cities to follow DC's path if this goes through? So the idea is that Chicago, LA, San Francisco, would they expect similar action what we've seen in DC? Any other questions, sir? There is reporting that the administration is going to reclassify marijuana. Would that send mixed messages that if marijuana is okay, some drugs are
Mixed messages how? Mixed messages how, nigga? Marijuana is okay, matter of fact, period. Alcohol's legal and nobody got a problem with that. And alcohol is dangerous, toxic to the bodies. No benefits, baby. Poison in a bottle. Spirits, literally spirits in a bottle, huh? Going full throttle. You hear me, dog? Huh? Ever seen a person taken over by the alcohol? No, taken over by the spirit. Heavy, baby, you hear me? Much deeper than a sip of liquor, nigga. That's why they call it pure spirits, pure fucking spirits. You hear me? 1,000, dog. Believe that. So yeah. Oh, no, it's a big deal. Oh, it's not fair. Shut the fuck up. Who cares, bro? It's a lesser drug. You should get a lesser crime, a lesser amount of time of years, dog. 4 years for a fucking blunt, motherfucker. We know who that's directed to, who they were trying to attack with that when they put it into a certain category. Come on, man. The poverty stricken areas, nigga. You hear me? Not just one race, the poverty stricken areas, nigga. No cap, bro. Wake up, motherfucker.
okay, but we're trying to clean up crime. How do they go hand in hand?
We're only looking at that. That's early, but somebody reported it.
Clean up. You got some states that allow motherfuckers to shoot up on the sidewalk in front of kids, put the needle in their arm, nigga. And y'all talking about marijuana? You understand? Come on now.
Which is fine. We're looking at it. Some people like it. Some people hate it. Some people hate the whole concept of marijuana because if it does bad for the children, it does bad for people that are older than children. But we're looking at reclassification, and we'll make a determination over the next, I would say, over the next few weeks. And that determination hopefully will be the right one. It's a very complicated subject, the subject of marijuana. I've heard great things having to do with medical, and I've had bad things having to do with just about everything else. But medical and for pain and various things, I've heard some pretty good things. But for other things, I've heard some pretty bad things. The
Yeah, uh, depends on who's smoking it.
other part of your question, I mean, we're just going to see what happens with it all. We're going to have a tremendous success in what we're doing. Other cities are hopefully watching this. They're all watching, just like everyone's watching here. They're all watching, and maybe they'll clean up.
So that's it for that video. Trump talking about self cleanup. You know what I'm saying? Self cleanup. And that's pretty much it for the whole weed thing. And like I say, I think it's a good move by Trump. I don't think it's a bad move. Shit, man. It's not on the same level. Bring it down. Bring it down. Attack the real criminals, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Real criminals out there terrorizing the community for real, dog. Huh? Destroying the community for real, huh? You hear me, homie? Period, dog. Whether it's higher ups, top to bottom, I don't give a damn. You hear me? You're right, you're wrong, correct? Get them motherfuckers, you hear me? Attack that, dog, around yonder, huh? Let's do that. See what he talking about here. Last little vid.
It's becoming a situation.
So this says Trump on getting rid of the slums. Police can do whatever the hell they want. Huh? Hold up now, Trump. Let's see what you're talking about now around yonder, Trump. Let's not do a little too much, Trump. Don't say every police can, because you know how some cops do, nigga. Huh?
Situation of complete and total lawlessness. It's becoming a situation of complete and total lawlessness. And we're getting rid of the slums too. We have slums here. We're getting rid of them. I know it's not politically correct. You'll say, oh, so terrible. No, we're getting rid of the slums where they live.
So getting rid of the slums, does that mean he's trying to get rid of the slums, turn the slums into a better place, relocate them somewhere else, homie? What does he mean by getting rid of the slums? The people as well, nigga? Because we've seen when they get rid of the slums or certain projects, how it destroys old communities, man. What do they call it? Gentrification, correct? So we know what it is. So what the fuck is Trump really talking about, man? You know what I'm saying? How about he be clear? How about he be clearer? But okay, cool, boom. Yeah, good thing. Get rid of the slums. But will you rebuild the slums, my nigga? Huh? Heavy, bro. That's the question.
Caravans of mass youth rampage through city streets at all times of the day. There are ATVs, motorbikes. They travel pretty well. Entire neighborhoods are now under emergency curfews. Just this past weekend, gunfire went through, and you saw that the Navy Yard. I saw it this morning. They saw that they fought back against. See, they fight back until you knock the hell out of them, because it's the only language they understand. But they fought back against law enforcement last night. And
I don't know what story he's talking about. If you know, you know, let me know in the comments. But I'm not finna dive into that right here around yonder. But I mean, I know right now Trump is kind of talking in circles. I don't know who's attacking the cops now. Of course, innocent cops, good cops doing their job, being attacked is erroneous. But at the end of the day, the cops have been violent. Cops getting violent as well, homie. You know, so Trump needs to realize that too. Saying cops can do whatever the hell they want, run rampant. We know how certain cops will take that. Evil, wicked motherfuckers will take that, Trump. And Trump knows that as well. He knows what he's doing. So he needs to clear it up, homie. Clear it up. Matter of fact, while he at it, charge some of these officers, police officers, who helping destroy the community and not protect the community, dog. Huh? What they supposed to do, motherfucker? Protect and serve, nigga. Protect and serve. So make it clear, Trump. Just what the hell you talking about, bro?
they're not going to be fighting back long, because I've instructed them and told them whatever happens, they love to spit in the face of the police as the police are standing up there in uniform. They're standing and they're screaming at them an inch away from their face. And then they start spitting in their face.
Shouldn't be spitting on nobody, He's absolutely correct. Don't spit on nobody, bro. No, it's the flip side. If the police are not harming you, they just stand in there. Motherfuckers shouldn't be tearing up the city anyway. Dumb motherfuckers too. All big one world of dumb motherfuckers in their ego, dog. You hear me, dog? But yes, some of these people get out of hand. You have no right to put your hand on a cop either if the cop ain't touching you. You spit in somebody's face, I don't care who he is. Be prepared for the ramifications and repercussions, nigga. That's what come with it. Know what I'm saying? Total disrespect spitting on somebody, man. Period.
And I said, you tell them, you spit and we hit. And they can hit real hard. It's a disgusting thing. I've watched that for years, for 3-4 years. I've watched them. The police are standing, and they're told, don't do anything under any such. So and you can see they want to get at it. And they're standing there, and people are spitting in their face, and they're not allowed to do anything. But now they are allowed to do whatever the hell they want. This dire public safety crisis stems to.
You understand what he's explaining, but you better be very careful, Trump. Very careful, dog, when you say whatever the hell they want. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm talking about with Trump, though. It's a war right here in America, in his own country. So get your nose out of Ukraine, nigga. Get your nose out of Russia, huh? Having meetings type shit. And get your nose in your own American business, nigga. Heavy, huh? You hear me? Instead of just letting cops do whatever, won't you put some some brackets on it, homie. You know, some condition, dog. Because, like I said, some of these cops get out of hand. You talk about a civil war, a real war amongst the people. Well, that could definitely happen, Trump. Huh? Heavy, bruh. So be careful with your laws and your words, dog, saying certain things. Yeah. And make sure you hold them police officers who break the fucking law, huh? Accountable, my dog. You hear me?
Directly from the abject failures of the city's local leadership, the radical left city council adopted no cash bail. By the way, every place in the country where you have no cash bail is a disaster. That's what started the problem in New York, and they don't change it. They don't want to change it. That's what started it in Chicago. I mean, bad politicians started it, bad leadership started it, but that was the one thing that's central: no cash bail. Somebody murders somebody and they're out on no cash bail before the day is out. We're going to end that in Chicago.
Hey, are you mad at that? Is that a good thing to do? I mean, he got a point with that one. You murder somebody, you out the same day. Come on, man. Just took a life, took a body, took a soul, especially if it was an innocent person, an innocent human being, but really you in the streets, you know what come with it, dog. But it is a difference. But taking a life is taking a life, no matter the situation, huh? One of them niggas who killed the baby, shot a baby in the head, dog, from a drive-by, you hear me? Or shooting the wrong motherfucker, innocent bystander, huh? Or fucking with hardworking people, terrorizing them. Hell yeah, I agree with this here, right here, Trump.
Chicago, we're going to change the statute. I spoke with Pam and Todd and everybody. We're going to change the statute, and I'm going to have to get the Republicans to vote because the Democrats are weak on crime, totally weak on crime. They don't know why.
He ain't lying. He got a point right there. He definitely got a point with that there. Leave it right yonder. Huh?
They want to stop because they get mugged too. But we're going to change no cash bail. We're going to change the statute and get rid of some of the other things. And we'll count on the Republicans in Congress and Senate to vote. We have the majority, so we'll vote. We don't have a big majority, but we've gotten everything, including the great, big, beautiful bill. Got that done, and that's one of the greatest things that's ever happened to people in this country. They're starting to figure it out, how good it is. Biggest tax cut in history. So many things. But we'll
Hey, 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 no taxes on overtime pay. No taxes on overtime pay. You hear me, Trump? Make sure that first thing, nigga.
be able to get that done. So, Todd, if you and Pam can draw up things working with the people, we will. I'll get it passed. We'll get it passed with the Republicans. Probably won't get. Think of this. Probably won't get one Democrat vote because they have no idea what they're doing. That's why they want men playing in women's sports. That's what they want.
Hey, he was finna go in. You hear me? He was finna go in, huh? Hey, he guarantee what was finna come out his mouth wouldn't have been a lie.
Do you expect?
You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't have been a lie. He was finna say they want men playing in women's sports, which is fucked up. No matter how you look at it, bro. Huh? Type of sick shit is that, nigga? From the Democrats. You hear me, nigga? They talking about a Democrat Republican, even though it's all one big game at the end of the day, nigga. But is it anymore? Is Trump changing the narrative? Probably full of shit, but hey, you never know. You never know, nigga. For real, homie. But yeah, both sides make good arguments, make good statements, huh? Come on, man. Heavy, huh? But some of the shit Trump trying to get done, gotta respect him for doing it, taking the risk, dog. Believe that. Hell, they talking about, man. And that's pretty much it for the video, homie. It is what it is, dog. So yeah, Trump, handle that weed business. Handle that the end of taxes on overtime pay business. You hear me? Handle the more of that business. Oh man, bro. Hey man, fire them comments up. Let me know how you feel about Trump and the whole weed situation, weed fiasco, baby. Let's get it, bro. Big warrior head. Babylon, stay away. Wicked man. Yeah.